We were all gathered around the table listening. Everyone had a story, everyone had a secret. So they all sat there chatting about moments and all that nonsense, pointing out people, and when one of the other kids would notice, one at the table would beam up. "Oh, they were just talking about you. I like your shoes." This one girl was sitting alone reading a book, and when they spotted her, they went up like crazy. I think she's homeless. I saw her at the park once and she was hovering over some poor old woman taking pictures of her feet. Her feet! They laughed some more. Then they all started talking about each other. I mean, they would look at each other's faces and just flat out say, "That's not true. No way. It is. I saw it happen." I think they liked it. They liked the attention. Then one of them saw me sitting all quiet and loosened up. "What about you?" he said. "What about all the things?" I just found myself shrugging and said, "You know, there really isn't much to say." I think that was boring enough. Yeah, he lost interest. Later that same day, I saw the book reading girl all crunched up on the floor. She looked like she was crying, so I stopped like any person and asked her what's wrong, and she just handed me a ball, a wrinkled up ball of paper. "I bet you have no family." I looked at her and she, pulled herself together and said it wasn't anything to worry about and just walked away. I stood there a moment surprised that someone would even write that. I mean, really, out of all things. Well, it made her unhappy. I'd never seen her before. Who knows if she's got a family? I'm in no place to judge that. Anyway, I make it through the day, notice the flyer on the door. Talent show. Ugh, of course. "Are you going? Everyone's going. You should do something. It's brave." Ugh. I see this girl again in the gym now. Never seen her with any friends. She's smiling at something she's holding and then notices me. And of course I wave, and the next thing I know I'm over there asking her what she's doing. All excited, she hands me this tiny notebook with a bunch of scribbles in it. "These kind of look like messages," I said. For some reason that makes her better off. "They are, ciphers, secret codes. I like to make them out and solve problems," she says. I took a moment to scan the page while she started going on about other things she liked. History, photography, forensics, art. I love anything artistic. Anything. I got real curious and asked her what she wanted to do when she grew up. "I want to be a traveling journalist, my own. See the world and discover things." "That's incredible," I said. "What about you?" she asked. I shrugged. "I don't know, maybe an actor." She laughed and offered up an idea. "Hey, if I end up making documentaries, you could act in them. Maybe play Boudica or something." I laughed, agreeing. Anyway, we said our goodbyes, and then I got in my car when I noticed something sticking out of my bag. It was a cipher, something simple, Caesar shift, no doubt. Took me a minute to solve. "See you at the talent show." The next night, everyone was getting ready to dance, act, memorize pie, play an instrument, sing, all the talent show things. So anyway, everyone's there, everyone's ready. Some girls get up to do a stupid act, and everyone claps as expected. Then to my surprise, that girl gets up there. They say her name. And now everyone hears Daniella Moore singing. A couple of kids in the crowd giggle and give her faces. She takes a moment looking sad and then shakes it off and begins. She sings the first verse and I'm shocked. I mean, this girl can really sing. I've never heard someone so good. I could picture every word she sang. Some of the kids started looking around for a speaker. Maybe she's faking, they all started to think, but it was amazing. One girl just left completely acting all jealous. Poor Daniella will probably pay for that later, though. Nonetheless, the song ends and everyone just takes a moment, waiting, and then all at once they do this lion applause like a roar. It was beautiful, the whole thing. After the show, I go up to her, telling her how amazing she was, and hand her a little card with a code written inside. She smiles, hugging me, and says, "Thank you." When she pulls away, she starts laughing with tears in her eyes and says how nice it is to finally have a friend just like her. Not wanting to be rude, I smiled and said, "Me too," noticing the judgmental faces all around me. There was nothing wrong with being strange. I knew I was. I was just better at faking it no matter how miserable I was doing it. After a while, you get so tired doing it though, you know? Really, it hurts. Two kids I passed by smiled. "I like your shoes." I'd never been so proud. Thank you.